Hey, welcome to another episode of New Gameplay Today. I'm your host, Jeff Cork, joined today by a whole lot of guys. We got Ben Hansen.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hi, thanks for being here. We've got Jeff Marchiafava.
Hey, hey.
Hey, thanks for being here. And we've got Leo Vader.
The fourth and final guy.
Thanks for being here. So we're looking at Days Gone.
Yeah, this is Game Informer's new cover story, and this is a whole mission in the game. Technically, picking up basically where we left off if you watch the first hour of gameplay, which you can also find at GameInformer.com/daysgone.
Yep.
This is basically where it leaves off, or we're going on a mission.
Booze, are you there?
Yeah, Deke.
How are you doing? How's the arm?
Like I said, I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm still gonna head out to that Nero checkpoint, find some sterile bandages, ointment or something.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm gonna go out. Make sure the mountain's clear.
Boozer, no! No, those are third-degree burns. You stay there, you rest. I'll be there as soon as I can.
I guess, you know, I could use something for the pain.
All right,
Yeah,
so in this
I guess
mission...
I'll
Oh,
see
Deacon
what I
St.
can
John.
Come on.
Seriously, Jabberjaws here, buddy.
This is it. The Nero checkpoint. I gotta find some shit for boozers.
St. John, this is Cope. When you get to the tower, our radio uplink.
Hey.
Son of a bitch.
That's what sums it up.
Cork, were you playing?
Yes.
So this is
gameplay.
footage of me playing the game.
You were saying something?
St. John, this is Cope.
Shit.
When you get to the
sealed
tower,
tight.
our radio uplink has been shut down. I'll pay you to restore it.
Do characters ever quit yapping in this game?
Nope. There we go. Jeff Cork, what is a Nero checkpoint?
Nero checkpoint. These are basically, there's a government agency, Nero National Emergency Response Organization, and they're basically FEMA, as we've said time and time again. And when
Like I
this-
was saying, some thinking to do. So these men, you know them? Because shutting down Radio Free Oregon seems kind of personal.
Goddamn right it's personal. They used to be a part of my camp. Seems they didn't like the rules against stealing, raping, murdering.
Now, maybe they're like me, just tired of listening to your paranoid truther bullshit. St. John out.
All right, now, Deacon, I think it's safe for us to talk now. So basically, these checkpoints were set up to kind of diagnose the infected people, kind of perform triage, figure out who could be saved, and then who they just needed to quarantine. So what I'm doing here is this is also a place where I can find some medical supplies to help my friend Boomer, who, as you saw in the first gameplay hour, is critically injured by the Rippers.
Yeah.
And so clearly you're in a hurry, which is why you're scavenging crap. From
Absolutely,
These cars.
always need crap.
Boomer's over the radio. Deacon, I'm in a lot of pain here, buddy. Not digging through another cop car.
So
are
I
ya?
gave him a warning swing, which is a good move.
Also, as you can see on the screen, it says alpha gameplay. Important to stress. This game isn't coming out till early 2019, so
Yeah.
it might be a little rough around the edges, but it's still unbelievably generous that Sony Bend let us show this much of the game to give people a better idea of how it actually plays.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now I'm just hanging out with a stool leg. I figure that's.
Good craftsmanship on that.
You could imagine. You could probably pretend it's one of those ornate pepper shakers from a fancy restaurant,
Right.
If that helps you.
So in the apocalypse, it's cockroaches,
Uh-huh.
Twinkies, and stool legs.
Stool legs managed to survive. The tops of the tables gone.
Have you talked about how the melee works? Do those have different stats? Different melee weapons you pick up?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like different stance of swinging. No, there are different categories of weapons. So like the stool leg, as you can imagine, is not nearly as effective as like a machete or a hatchet.
Here
Sure.
it is.
So here, if you've been reading along, I'm trying to get inside this trailer. Unfortunately, it's locked with electronic locks, which requires this generator here to get powered on. But-
Right. And something kind of interesting, they talked about it in the first hour of gameplay that we posted earlier, but it's interesting that this is just 2 years, is that right, after the world goes to hell?
That's correct.
And so a lot of the machinery is still functioning. It's a kind of a
Mhm.
cool space. I think we're all just kind of used to The Last of Us, where it's like, oh, Ellie doesn't even know about the old world.
Right.
But just to have this idea of like, it wasn't that long ago. Like all the car batteries
Mhm.
are still fully charged. Things are relatively okay.
Yeah.
Other than the world being complete shit.
Right.
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 And at this point, I'm messing around with the weapon wheel here. I think I was talking to one of the team members about weapons. So
We
So
should
that
men-
generator
Son of a
didn't work.
bitch, you
the
better
generator needs to be refueled.
It's always one thing or another in video games, ain't it?
So true.
What we should talk about is new gameplay today. If you're just tuning in for the Days Gone coverage, the whole framework for this show, this is a special case where we're showing a game from a cover story trip, which doesn't happen too often, but normally it's just whenever there's an embargo lifting on big games, we're going to show it off, damn it. You can't stop us. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
So now I'm going into my survival vision, which highlights kind of things that you can interact with. I was hoping that it would have a big flashing beacon for fuel, but it didn't. But that's okay. You can. That's like an upgradable skill though that will let you. It'll highlight crafting materials, and then it can upgrade further to highlight enemies in the environment too. I think if you look at the Horde video, that's been upgraded so that the infected glow as well.
Good.
But at this stage of the game, which is as you know very early in, it's not been upgraded.
Yeah, the Horde video will be coming up next week.
Yes.
People to check out there.
All right, here's where I blew it big time.
Uh-oh.
You'll see. So if
What is
I
this?
if I'd been paying attention, you see those speaker icons on the top of this temporary shelter. I should have disabled those before restoring power because now they're basically blaring, "Hey, soup's on," and I'm the soup.
Oh, Deacon Soup.
So were those marked before and you just didn't notice them, or do you have to really be carefully
I
check the
believe they
environment?
would have been marked if I'd gone into my Deacon St. John vision mode.
Detective mode?
And this is also the first time I had hands-on with the game, so I was still quick help guys, help.
You're showing how deadly the world
There
is,
you
man.
go.
There's no
Just-
doubt about it.
Hey, the world comes for you. So here,
As Sony says over and over again.
so now I'm like, maybe I can find a new temporary shelter in the weapon wheel.
What if
I
I
live here now.
What if I corner myself into this place with no reasonable escape
Yep,
and see how it goes?
exactly. So these starting weapons, you'll notice that when you pull up like a tighter aim mode here, the reticles get smaller as you see in a lot of games. These starting weapons suck. I think I'm not using Boomer's shotgun. I think at the beginning you have the choice of taking his shotgun or leaving it with Boomer, and I'm a gentleman and I left it with Boomer. So that left me without a really good shotgun. This one is clearly adequate, but he looks really sad though.
Oh, God. Nice work. Getting out of there.
Yeah, but like the pistols in particular, I'm used to kind of being able to fake it till you make it with those things, and they're marginally better than melee, at least in the beginning when you're not you don't have the skills in game or in the game.
Yeah.
Or better pistols.
Right.
Things like that.
It's such a tough balance for Sony Bend too, because it's like, well, it's the post-apocalyptic world. We want crappy guns, but how do you show crappy guns without just every player grabbing the controller for 20 seconds and saying this weapon sucks?
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough thing to communicate. They're like, well, in some ways they're kind of supposed to suck, and finding a dividing line between what's intentional versus maybe the game, like the gunplay isn't hitting as hard as you'd expect in a game. That's a tough line. But
Absolutely. I was like, initially when I first started, I was like,
Speakers.
oh, this super sucks. Like, I do not like this pistol at all.
yeah.
And I learned that you need to be more methodical with it. It's not just like it's not the Halo pistol.
Yes, sterile bandages. Just what the doctor ordered. Now I just gotta get this back to Boozer. How?
But
So
what is
here-
this?
This is the Neuro Injector. So here you've got a little bit of choice here at the beginning. You can add stamina or health to your meter, or also increase your focus ability. So you're given a choice at these neuro checkpoints. These devices are there. So I think I went with stamina because at this point I'd been rolling a lot, sprinting a lot, because I realized that I wasn't going to be able to go toe-to-toe with these infected freakers.
Just say freakers, Cork. Just get used to saying freakers.
I will never
Embrace
get used to
freakers.
that.
Yeah.
Better living through chemistry.
In the cover story, did you call them freakers or infected?
I kind of bounced back and forth.
Okay, all right, bold
Yeah.
choice.
Thank you.
Checkpoint looted.
The way they should do it is you inject it into your legs for stamina and your heart for health and your brain for focus.
That's pretty
There you go.
smart.
But
Just go
only
right
one
through
leg
the
at a time.
So he just runs in a circle.
Yes. Very effectively, though. Yeah. So you see that I have unlocked this area as a checkpoint. So now if I die, I have an option of spawning here. It will spawn you at the closest checkpoint. They still seem to be fairly spread out. At some point in this video, we'll pop open the map and you can kind of see it a little better. But
Yeah.
and also you have access to your weapons locker at all checkpoints. It's kind of a Resident Evil style weapons locker system.
Time to get the hell out of here.
And you still got that speaker going, Cork.
Yeah. Then I drove away from it.
The only way to get rid of the speaker is
Absolutely.
to drive away from the speaker.
Son of a bitch!
I just really wanted to hit that tree, which
Yeah, make sure the collision detection moves working
Yeah.
correctly.
it's working, and that fence as well.
Not a motorcyclist in real life, are you, Jeff Cork?
Well, you'll also notice it's raining, so things maybe don't handle as well.
That's true. That's
means
true.
it's working as intended.
Yeah.
You always looked back over your shoulder and gave a big thumbs up to the devs.
Yeah.
When that
I
happened.
winked at them, and they winked back. So, yep.
And this is kind of your home base at the start of the game. At least.
Exactly.
Boozer, I found some shit for your arm. Boozer? Shit. Boozer! Hey! Oh, shit!
Shit, Deke. Could have blown your goddamn head off.
Look, let me see that arm, huh?
No, I got
Come on,
this.
let me see that arm.
I
Come on,
got it.
all right.
Deke. Thanks, brother. Look, I'll be better, okay? I'm gonna be fine.
So there they said that if, depending on the choice you made the first time, you get to choose like to leave the shotgun with Boomer or not. That obviously will play out a little differently. I can't imagine it'll be significantly different because this is the only one I saw. But he probably doesn't give you like a finger gun if he doesn't have it.
He crafted a shotgun while you were away.
Exactly.
Then you
Lot
take
of-
that one from him, too.
Yeah. A lot of foreshadowing on Boomer there. You think he's making it through the game, Cork?
Oh boy.
He's in rough shape now.
Does he die and come back as a zombie that you have to kill?
Ooh.
We did ask if you recognize any freakers in the game.
That's true. And, they said no.
They said no.
They're not going to be the first zombie story to ever not have that happen, right?
It's
They
possible.
have been playing up his head tattoos, which who knows?
Pretty signature.
Pretty easy to recognize guy.
Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't recognize him because his personality is so different. when
Oh,
he's a
I don't even
freaker,
know you.
know?
You've changed
Yep.
so much. Also, you're a freaker.
Come on, Boomer.
Can I ask a very basic question about these freakers?
Yes.
Yes.
They're headshot guys, right? You shoot them in the head.
It
and they die a
doesn't.
lot
Actually,
faster?
you're kind of not discouraged from shooting them in the head, but if you do shoot them in the head, you won't be able to collect their ears, which are used as kind of an in-game currency to gain renown with different factions.
Right. It's
So-
like shooting somebody in the purse. You wouldn't do it.
Exactly. So you can shoot them in the head, and that will kill them. But also, they're not like zombie rules apply. You can shoot them anywhere, and
Okay.
that would ordinarily kill someone.
That's really surprising. Do they die faster from headshots though? So it's like a trade-off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
You seemed a little bit confused about the concept of freaker ears as a currency, Leo. I'm a little confused as to why you reacted such a way.
Yeah. I just punched the gas can because
Yeah.
What
Just
I
take
did.
like their fingers or something.
yeah.
I don't know. If I were starting a post-apocalyptic society,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, let's make the only possible currency we could have that would make it harder to kill the guys that are
Well,
trying to
if
kill
you
us.
made him fingers, though, Leo, you could get 10 from every freaker that you killed and turn them in. How are they
Yeah.
going to know?
And plus, freaker ears are a delicacy in this world as well. So it's kind of like a double thing. Like you get to eat them after you pay your bills.
nice.
You understand.
So you'll notice that
Yeah.
it said horde discovered. We don't see that horde in this video because as soon as that popped up, I ran in the other direction because I did not want to fight a horde.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, while you were doing this, I was dicking around in the open world probably way too much. And I also just stumbled across a horde on my playthrough. Like, oh crap, I just have to get out of here as soon as I can. And
Yeah.
that's a fun dynamic in the open world. It's like
Yeah.
having the PUBG meteors hit all of a sudden. You know?
Yeah. Fans of reading UI probably notice it says clear the camp 0 out of 11. And yes, that means there are 11 people in this camp. Once you kill 11 of them, the camp has been cleared. But I'm trying to sneak my way around this. This is my first attempt. I don't believe it goes well because I call it a first attempt. And here, kind of on the perimeter, there's some stuff you can loot. As you get different recipes, it's kind of interesting. You first start off, you can craft like bandages and a couple of like super basic things, Molotov cocktail. As you get more sophisticated recipes, then ingredients to make those things will surface in the world. So right now there's a bunch of junk that isn't being highlighted that you can't pick up because he doesn't know that he has a need for styrofoam, for instance, or like random bits of circuitry and stuff. So
Smart.
And also you use the same different items for different crafting things, and they're kind of at odds with each other. So if you get, the rag, you can either use it for a Molotov, which is helpful, or use it as a bandage to heal yourself.
Yep.
And so you have to make those decisions as you go along.
So here, fairly standard open world stuff at this point, where if you're in binocular vision, you can tag enemies so that they show up on the screen even when you're not in that mode anymore.
Classic.
Yeah. And the open world is Oregon.
It's true.
Yeah, which they say is a high desert, which is one of those weird geographical facts I was not aware of. They're like, oh, yeah, majority of Oregon. It's considered a high desert, which is like the same style as South America. So they end up raising a lot of llamas in Oregon because of that environment. And so, of course, we asked if there were llamas in this game, and they said, save it for the sequel.
Save it for the sequel.
So no llamas. Also, Days Gone 2 confirmed, but llamas seems to be the crucial part.
What are you talking
They were joking, by the way.
Working title, Llamas Rising.
Now I got you. Don't let him go!
All right, so
Don't let him do this!
Cover!
They say incoming. How about you come into us?
I've laid out the perfect trap.
I think I did the same thing when I played through this as well.
You also lit Freedom Ring?
Yep.
So this mission, you're clearing out the camp because these guys have taken over that radio tower, which Copeland is using to broadcast Radio Free Oregon. So the purpose here is to clear out the camp and then restore power back to that radio station to make Copeland happy. And as you make camp leaders happier, you gain access to higher tiers of equipment. Like Copeland, for instance, has like a mechanic, so he's kind of the place you go to for bike parts. There's another encampment you can go to and kind of work to build a relationship there, and you get better weapons and everything. So
You like that Copeland guy, Cork?
he seems fine. I mean, basically, just a bunch of assholes left anyway, right? So
One asshole's the same as the next asshole.
exactly.
Maybe there's one camp that we haven't seen yet where everyone's just lovely.
Everyone's
Really
just super
utopia.
cool.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, just take what you want, be cool.
The-
We're all
the-
in this together.
Awareness thing turns red, and they say, "Oh, hello's neighbor."
Someone needs a cupcake. Free career cupcakes.
Ooh, like how we make dollar bill cupcakes.
All right, so I get 3 left, and I think at this point I kind of move around. You can build traps too, which I don't think I ever did in this playthrough.
You're being very strategic with this, but it is a tough game overall. There's no easy mode. They really want to make you think and
Yeah, and
methodically go through this stuff.
The camps are probably the most analogous to other, open world activity kind of things.
Yeah.
But they did feel different because of how deadly the enemies were, at least to me.
Yeah.
Even something like Horizon, it feels much more like, hey, I can just charge in here and I'm gonna be okay.
Right.
Because you have so many abilities and weapons at your disposal and they all feel good. Whereas, like Cork was saying, this pistol is not the easiest
Oh God!
weapon, and you don't want
No,
to.
it's not. Here, let's just take a quick Mac break. They should make that button so big if they don't want you to push it.
Look at
That's
the
all I'm saying.
Deacon looking at a map, and then you just see like the sniper rifle laser on the other side. He's like, "What is that? Some sort of moving target? Legend? What is that?"
What do you guys make of the XP popping up when you shoot? That's been a point of controversy.
It really has. I was surprised by the number of people that brought it up because we're
Are there
used to
people
it at this point.
People don't like that.
They don't. And
Oh.
there is the option. The dev team said there are a lot of debates about it, and there is the option to turn it off in the final game. So
I like it.
You do.
Yeah.
And the debate when it was first brought up, we're like, I don't know about that XP thing. The developers, the creative director said yes, but when you're fighting the Horde and you take out like a huge swath of them with an explosion, and you see that avalanche of XP popping up, like you can't help but have a good guttural reaction as a gamer of like, oh, that's satisfying. And so that's the trade-off,
Yeah,
you know?
and there's also the practical effect of something like here, where Cork shot that guy, but he's not dead yet, and you definitely. To me, it was really helpful to have that XP pop up and know, okay, I can stop shooting at this guy now because
Interesting.
he's down.
Yeah, yeah, definitely during the opening hour, if people watch that, it stands a little bit more when it's more of like a cinematic presentation, one freaker at a time, yada, yada, yada. Then it's like, well, this just really takes me out of the level of immersion here. But as you go deeper into the game, I'd imagine you're so used to it at a certain point.
I gave that guy every opportunity to run away, by the way. Warning shot after warning shot.
You're very generous.
Yep.
Yeah, so finally, a non-headshot kill, which I think I earned.
That was the focus shot
Yeah.
you just did, I assume?
Yeah. In my mind, I said, let's dance, but no. It played out really well.
And you have very little health left here, Cork.
It's true.
No healing items left.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a
That's
problem.
okay. That's not a problem, as you'll see.
As you see, you're going to take a nap by these sandbags, just
Yep.
recover all your health.
Yep. Again, 4 warning shots. Very proud of that.
Is that Mount Bachelor back there, Jeff Cork?
It could be.
The Mount Bachelor?
Oregon fans, silence out there.
You won't be able to hear the video.
So that guy clearly is just not interested in what his friend was shooting at. but-
Earbuds are in, probably.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, listening to the static that was Radio Free Oregon at one point. This radio don't work no more.
They do have a cool camp up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no watchtower where you and Boomer live, but
There we go.
it's cool.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
self-satisfied.
That's
Music to my
real good.
ears.
Great toss.
Some of sadist, apparently.
Who
Jeez.
needs a radio?
Yeah.
Looting.
I wonder if anyone ever deceives each other in this world by taking a human ear, being like, it's freakerish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave it out
No,
in
I
the
can
sun
see
for a
your
minute.
ear is gone, dude.
Just wears a
Don't
bloody
believe you.
stocking cap everywhere.
One ear short, and he comes back 5 minutes later.
No, it's only the left ear.
It's true. See, they've thought through everything.
True.
So here I'm using scrap to repair this. I just happen to have enough.
Yeah. Same stuff
So
you used
then
to repair
looting
your bike
everything.
along the way.
And some crafting, I think, as well. You can reinforce melee items.
Drop it!
If you had bullets, I wouldn't be breathing now, would I?
Please, mister.
I don't shoot women if I have a choice. Do I have a choice?
I ain't got nothing. I got nowhere to go.
He is first and foremost a gentleman.
Always Deacon style. Jumping ahead a little bit.
So this is inside one of the bunkers. The enemy camps here, they usually have, I think they were saying, like, plans to make something new, a recipe, and then also a thing that you find that will give you another checkpoint.
Also, now you have a gnarly stool leg, which is nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a recipe that taught me how to stick some spikes in it. Wouldn't have figured that out otherwise. How do they do it?
I love this environment. It looks so cool. This is the type
That's
of
a
place I would
safe.
love to live.
So anyway, here's the bunker. So you can see, I think this is to illustrate that once I find a map in this area, it'll kind of reveal some of the fog of war.
Also, a small detail on the map that I really think is cool. Going by the day-night cycle in the game, you saw it said 731 days gone.
Yeah.
It starts out at 0, and then it'll count up throughout the course of the game.
I don't
Or
think
no,
it
not
doesn't
at 0.
start at 0.
It's with the apocalypse.
Right.
So 2 years ago. So I can't do that math, but
Right.
I just love that it changes throughout the course of the game
Yep.
with the day-night
Dick, you
cycle.
there?
Yeah.
Probably nothing. Sounded like bike engines, riding somewhere on the mountain.
Shit.
Right.
I had to
Right, so you can see there now. If you want to fast travel between points, you're free to do so. If there's a infestation though that's between them, the 2 points that shows up in red, you can't fast travel
Finished
between
clearing the
that
radio
until
tower for
you
Copeland.
clear
I'm
out that
gonna
area.
Climb the tower, see if I can see
Okay.
anything.
And there's your gun locker.
And there's your desk.
Just
hanging out.
live down here with
Soaking it in.
Boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much safer. There's probably more medicine that Boomer's going to need for that arm.
They probably had supplies for 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
at this
Exactly.
place.
You could eat their corpses.
Oh, yeah.
Future wife potentially roaming around. Unclear.
Yeah. I got a lot of extra attention from those two. Deacon and that lady.
That's the subtlety of the writing, man.
Yeah.
It's a real meat cute.
Now, what is this? That's what Jeff Cork was saying to the developer. And what's that big tower up there?
Should I pressure the map button again?
No, for the love of God, no.
You're gonna burn it into our TV, you idiot.
Hey, Deke, you okay? You don't sound like yourself.
It's nothing. You know, I just let this drifter get the drop on me. Lucky for me, she was out of ammo.
You let her go, didn't you?
Okay, yeah, fuck. Yes, I let her go.
One of these days, Deke, that code of yours is gonna get you killed.
Yeah, well, something's gonna do it, right? Does it matter what? Deacon out.
Think on that.
Deacon
God, I
out.
wish I could say deacon out whenever I wanted to.
You can.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
I was gonna ask if climbing was in this game at all. I saw a tree that looked like it might be climbable earlier, but is it just ladders? It
He's
seems
just
like,
into
or like
ladders.
ledges.
Ladders and ledges. That's
The
what
big
he's
two.
into.
He
Yeah.
takes the easy way out. Yeah, he's no Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Jesus, what a climb. All right, let's see what the hell Boozer's talking about. We're right. Someone's on the mountain. I see smoke from their campfire.
Oh, son of a bitch. I knew I heard something. Where are they? I'm gonna head out there.
No, god damn it, Boozer. Gotta get your arm healed up so we can ride the hell out of here. I'll take care of him.
Oh, shit. It's just... I'm going a little stir-crazy here, Deke.
Just try to stay awake in case they head your way. Deacon out.
So do you think that there will be a mission to find a book for Boozer so he stops looking for trouble? Keep him occupied.
Could be, but then it turns out
100%.
that book belonged to a horde of freakers, and then they come take him out. Also, big debate.
Mm-hmm.
Let you slide down the ladder or not.
Yep.
Apparently, amongst the team, it was one of those big decisions of, I don't think it's a Deacon thing to do. It's what players want to do,
Yeah.
but does it break immersion?
Almost there. Yeah, come on, keep going. Almost there.
That's it. I do like Deacon's performance. Sam Witwer is the actor here,
Yeah.
who has played Emperor Palpatine in every Star Wars thing known to man, apparently. But he has just a certain breathy delivery for all of his lines that I kind of like.
They're lies too.
Yeah,
None of this
well.
actually happened.
Look, he's better at talking than I am.
All
All right, jumping ahead.
No, that's how that happens. You just instantly wake up on a motorcycle.
It's done. The radio tower is locked down, and I restored your radio uplink.
Copy that. You may not see the value in it, St. John, but Radio Free Oregon is the only thing keeping us from turning into savages.
No, Cope. The only thing keeping us from turning into savages is about 9 square meals. Try going hungry for 3 days. There ain't no such thing as a starving patriot.
Well, sir, I hope to God you're wrong about that. Copeland out.
Radio Free Oregon. Jesus, what have I done?
Yeah, there's not like a stay on the road kind of a system where, you know, the AI will take over if you want to do fine-tuned shooting or anything like that. You're constantly
Who's man?
riding the
You
bike.
awake? I'm heading to that camp
Nice.
spotted north of
Nice.
the mountain.
And that hurts your bike, of course. If you look, I've got, what, 59 or 49% health on my bike. And this is,
Oh, that's what that is.
this is where I learned, yeah, this was a bad idea.
So I assume that's percent health and then scrap you can use to repair it?
Exactly.
Yes, you got it, man.
Oh, actually,
Cool.
yeah, at this point, I'm a little bit smarter. I'm parking farther away from the camps. I think the first time, which you may not have seen in here, I just drove right up to the mission starting point. At that point, you just may as well have got on a loudspeaker and said, "Hey, Deacon Sunshine's here."
Well, what if
Also-
a train comes, Cork? You sure that's a smart place to put your bike?
That is
Oh
true.
gosh, maybe someone will rescue it. Who knows?
Hey, new menu for people.
Yeah.
Brief
Collectibles.
glimpse.
Journals.
A little rage shout out.
Yeah.
Stop there.
E3 leak.
Look at you go.
I love people are more into maps than you would think. Like there was like a glimpse of a map in
I
the
love a
first
good
video
map.
we put up, and people like immediately
Mhm.
grabbed it, analyzed it, and it's like, yeah, we should have realized that people would be super into that stuff.
So that
Oh,
was
hello, buddy.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. remembers the skid rows of this great country? People living on the streets in boxes and tents because they couldn't afford the American dream.
Booze man, you were right. They set up low.
So here, yeah, this is a camp like with a lot of traps that have been laid around
yeah.
here.
I love hearing panicked enemies. Nothing better.
Can you switch
you
the
can-
shoulder? Your
You
aim?
can
Cool.
like that.
How did you do that?
The master.
That button. I don't remember.
I was
offhand.
trying to figure that out, and
Oh.
I failed.
So then you can
Did you
disarm
step
the
on this?
traps,
They set up on the railroad tracks.
and then you can place them again if you
Yes.
want to. I think we saw that in one of the E3 demos the first time.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, I like that too. There's some other traps coming up here, which. Look at this. I'm like a little ninja.
Unconventional.
Imagine, Cork, like when the apocalypse actually happens, how quickly they're going to sell out of bear traps at stores.
Oh, God, there's going to be a huge run on them.
Yeah. They're going to have bear traps outside the stores to try and cool people down from rushing in to buy more bear traps.
And ear removal kits.
They're pretty cheap now at Walmart if you just want to go pick up some.
And here,
Black
I was
Friday.
kind of surprised at how well hidden everyone is. You know, I
Yeah.
guess everyone's loaded up on camo and everything, but
Don't have to be like this. No, sir.
There's this reasoning.
Is that because they know you're there, or is that
Yeah.
they just waiting in ambush always?
yeah, I think they know I'm here at this point. Yeah.
Whole world's one big ambush, baby.
Yep.
Damn.
So there's a noise trap there. There's some cans on a tripwire that I.
Oh.
Oh, really? Cans on a tripwire. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Wow.
Boing, boing, boing. Good looking jump there. It's not too late to go get your motorcycle.
Oh, I think at this point, it's coming up in a second. The guy I was giving the demo said, "Here, let me take over," and give him the controller, and that's what he does immediately. I
This
was
is a
like,
convenience story. Don't blame it on the game director, Jeff Ross. There's no way that
it was
actually
absolutely Jeff Ross did that, and then he handed it back right after that. No joke. I was like, "Well, thanks a lot. That
It-
was super helpful."
in a cold sweat.
Yeah, I was very angry.
You take it. You take it.
Yeah, as you can see the red on the map there, kind of, so that would prevent me from fast traveling through that
Through
area
there,
until
yeah.
you clear it out, which is pretty cool.
Gotcha.
So here's a lot of supplies, as you can see. This is apparently their secret stash. Thank you very much.
Wood looks cool. No reason to take logs though.
Yeah, you want to keep your wood wet or dry rather for fire purposes and whatnot.
You got it, dude.
But I like this little touch. There's a trap just right on the other side of that train car. So if you just blasted through there and got cocky,
Yeah.
you'd set that off instantly. So.
How often did you guys see the factions interacting, humans and zombies? I mean,
Hey,
infected,
Stay
freakers.
tuned.
Okay,
Mm.
okay. Sorry.
So
It is definitely a thing. That is definitely a strategy. Is
Yeah.
like even firing into the air around a camp, which will attract the freakers to take
Yeah.
out the humans, which is always a good time.
That seems like it'd be fun, is to go around and disarm every single one of their traps and then just lure freakers there.
Yeah, if you're into torturing people, it's the way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, big time.
Good stuff.
Hey, how about Reservoir Dogs? That Michael Madsen character probably has one post-apocalypse dollar, huh?
He's saving it in his back pocket. I forget if he died.
Who could say?
Some nice tagging. The old staple.
To my side! On your side, move it!
Does that tag seem to last forever? Or do you upgrade
yes.
that? Okay.
Also the slow-mo thing. That's an upgrade you get. Couple.
Very. So I wonder if you're related to Michael from GTA.
Why did I move to Oregon? I guess it was the weather. I like occasional rain.
Wow. Ow.
That was Jeff Quirk. That wasn't Deacon St. John saying that, just in case people are worried about the
Yeah.
dialogue in this game.
His voice took on a real terrible quality all of a sudden.
Was not available for retakes.
I'm being very dumb here, but okay. I was gonna say I really should be into that focus vision or survival vision more often, just because this place is so trapped.
Quirk, overall, leaving this
Yeah.
trip, did you feel like, yeah, Days Gone is about what I expected it was from what we had seen so far?
No, I guess it's difficult to say. I went into the trip. I've seen the E3 stuff. I was kind of like, I wouldn't say ambivalent about it, but I wasn't like super stoked. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I guess I could play this, but yeah, I really had a good time playing it.
Gotta keep at 'em.
Yeah, especially, so many people are going to be comparing it to State of Decay 2, which is coming out surprisingly soon. Do you feel like there's slightly different camps for people?
I think it does kind of hit a lot of the same notes, though, for me at least. I kind of enjoy the more methodical scouting stuff out.
Yeah. But you also enjoy Dead Rising, so who the hell knows what
All
you
over
like.
the stupid map. This was all a ploy, though, to attract that freaker.
Oh?
Ooh, I hear him.
Oh, there was a freaker standing up there?
Yeah, I saw it clearly.
Oh, leave it alone.
What do you say now, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to make it hurt by taking so many shots.
You're grazing him till he dies.
Make
Exactly.
him think about it.
Or am I? I'm a fan of taking out the last guy with a...
Job
Well
finished.
done, sir.
Yeah, I guess humans tend to win those encounters, huh? One human versus one freaker.
More often than not.
Makes sense. These people have survived a while.
Yeah. I love seeing everybody camping out, all the different sleeping bags all around. It's always
Yeah.
fun to see.
Yeah. It definitely is a unique looking world.
Oregon?
Nice and green.
Yeah.
Boozer, it's
Just the
done.
wilderness
Squad
focus
camp.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be doing any more killing on O'Leary Mountain. Just rest up, Booze, man. Rest up. We're riding north as soon as your arm heals. You got that?
All right,
I assume he got it.
he got it.
He should have said Deacon over.
That's true. We forgot about that.
He was waiting.
the cooler.
Boozer's waiting.
Deke, you there?
Boozer, why the hell aren't you in your damn bunk?
I couldn't sleep. You remember what I said back in the tunnel? Go up there, Deke. It's making you crazy. Then what are the tulips for, huh? I saw them, Deke. Here on the table. This morning. The same ones she had at the wedding. I remember.
I'm not gonna... Listen, Boozer, get some rest. I gotta go. Deacon out. And then the tulips, Boozer, they're stone crop. Get it right.
No flower expert. Deacon out.
Botany, you ever heard of it?
Deacon out.
See?
Doesn't matter,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah.
St. John, you out there? Drifter, we got work for you. You still owe me some runs.
They call you Drifter?
Copeland, yeah.
Yep.
I hear you. If I'm out.
Just you and the open road.
Yep.
The old open train tracks.
Riding the rails. Toot toot. So this is clear the infestation. This is a bunch of these nests.
This is it. Oh, god damn it. This camp is gonna be crawling. Yeah. Nah, you gotta leave the bike out here. Pull all of them down on you. Ravens. Goddamn birds. Where there's ravens, well, there's nests. Oh, where else? Yeah, it looks like the kind of place you want to call home, yeah? Okay, gotta be careful, God damn it, what you all shit yourself at once? Jesus Christ.
Freaker smell, which is an important detail.
Smell like poo poo and doo doo.
This place is a death trap.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is their home.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had a Frank West style stick my arms out and swing around for a while with the machete out. But
The greatest move. There's like an equivalent of that in Yakuza 6.
Yeah.
Where you just grab somebody and spin them around.
Getting an old knife workout going on here, quick.
yeah. So that one doesn't break, which is nice. You just keep.
Killer.
That went really well. I have to
Deacon
say.
style.
This place is a death trap.
Okay.
How do you equip a trap or aim and throw it? That's what I want to know.
I don't really remember. I wish there was something telling us.
It's a secret.
Yeah, secret to most everybody. Cool looking nest.
Fire in the
So here's where I should have run away, but instead I'm just admiring my handiwork, which is a bad plan. So it turns out That's the old kick them up the stairs move, which also not great.
Kick them when they're down, kick them up the stairs. There we go. You got it, man.
Gotta go.
Oh, their screeches just never end. I mean, they probably had little babies in that nest, like birds. They had everything going on in there, of course.
Yeah. Oh, I really ruined their days.
Well, there's only one way for them to go.
So I'm just gonna run away forever.
Okay.
And again, I can't overstate rather. Like running away is just the best thing in this game. You don't want to stand your ground as often as you may impulsively want to. Like the smart thing is just to keep moving. For sure. Thanks, Hanson, for joining us. Thanks, Monkey Bob.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vader, for joining us.
Yeah.
And viewers, thank you for watching this video.
There we are. Go out on top.
This is a good strategy overall. To learn even more, see even more about Days Gone, go to the URL on the screen, GameInformer.com/Days Gone. Coming up next week, we're going to have a ton of Horde footage, so a lot more to come. Stay tuned, everybody.